Now let's go in and fill that gap over by the pillar and the trunk with some new geometry. Okay, so you can see we've got our curved trunk here, and we've got our panel here, but between the C pillar right here and the trunk, we've got a little bit of a gap. So we want to basically create a new piece of geometry that goes right along here. Basically this kind of a triangle piece here, filled in this spot. And I think it would be a good idea we actually use this piece of the side here. So I'm going to go ahead and start by just placing an edge loop, an edge right there where the windshield is, or the backlight is rather. And then I'm going to just grab that, and I'm just going to extract it. Okay, so I have a new single face right there, but it's in the right position for us. And now I'm just going to extrude that back edge out and place it into position here. Move it straight back. And we just want to basically fill this piece in here. So I'm going to move it right back in there into that spot. I'm going to go ahead and add an edge loop right in there. If you want to, you could even snap it right to the points there, just to get it aligned perfectly. And then this guy, we want to go ahead, we can go ahead and snap him right up here, and then maybe add an edge loop in there, which we'll need anyway for our sub D purposes. And we go ahead and snap that right on there. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to space this out just a little bit because we don't want it quite that close. Space it out just slightly. And let's go ahead and move this out and down just a little bit so it's right connected to our other piece there. And space this out again a little bit. And now let's go ahead and add our you can do either way. Let's go ahead and extrude it first, and then we'll go ahead and add a couple of edge loops there to hold that shape. So I'm just going to extrude in once slightly, and then repeat that extrude, and then delete those faces. Okay, and then let's just add a loop right there, and then one right over here, and one right along this edge as well. Okay, now after we go in here and reverse that, you can see we've got a new nice piece of geometry that fits in there. So let's sub D this, and see how well it's going to fit up. Okay, so we've still got a little bit of a gap here. We can go ahead and grab our points. Let's actually grab the points of the piece that we just made, and we'll just drag them in there. So they fit a little bit tighter. And we can grab the points on the side of this guy and pull it over a little bit. Just kind of close up that gap. And you can always grab these and just pull them over slightly just to make sure that there's no gap between this little panel that we just created and the panels that we had before. Okay, so now we've got a nice little panel that back here by our C pillar that connects nicely with our trunk. So in the next lesson, we're actually going to move up to the top here, and we're going to start working on the roof.